After the ball is over, after this game is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 333. It is Saturday, December 1st, 2018, as we are recording. It's a little later than normal because we just got back from an Advent
It's a lot later than normal.
It's
a lot later than normal.
about a half-day retreat, so that was a lot of fun. But we're here, so we want to. I am Marlisha, also known as Lady Fernico.
Talia, also known as Franciscan Gypsy. Okay, there we go. Now my shows are opening.
Okay, we want to welcome you to the Fun and the Woman Cave. If you are new, we're glad to have you with us, and if you are returning, we're glad to have you back. And if you're in the shadows, please feel free to join the Ravelry group, Pen, Hook, and Needles on Ravelry. That's where all the fun happens, all the prizes and alongs and giveaways and things like that, all the camaraderie and all the support. And if you're on YouTube, please do subscribe there as well. We'd like to, it boosts our numbers and people can find us when you're looking for us, and we'd like to know you're there. And just, when you do subscribe, you subscribe with the little button on your right, and then hit the little bell there, and it'll tell you when we have updates, right? Updates?
Yeah, when
we post. Yes, we want to welcome all our new and returning viewers for the Fun in the Woman Cave. What do you have to drink?
I have, we both have new mugs. And actually everything is absolutely the same for both of us.
So we can do it together?
Yeah, really, it's because you're just going to get a repeat.
Rerun.
First of all, spoilers. If you got the Plum Deluxe Advent Calendar,
look away,
stop your ears for a couple moments.
Go fast forward through it.
Because we've got the Advent Calendar, and it starts on December 1st, which is today.
And she got the full calendar, I just got the goodies.
Yeah. So, we have a new Memento Mori mug.
Memento Mori mug, yes. Taya got me one. She surprised me with it. So Memento Mori. Somebody asked, it's remember your death, be aware of your death, things like that. It's Latin.
Yeah. And
not in a morbid way. It's so that you live your life the best that you can possibly live it, so that you get to heaven.
So, the tea for the day is apple cinnamon warmth black tea, warm and scrumptious, a hug in a mug. I feel like I might have had this one before.
Might have.
Maybe I'm wrong. Black tea, cinnamon chips, apple pieces, orange blossoms, apple cinnamon essences, love and gratitude. Has caffeine. If I've had it, it's been a while. Quite a while.
It smells amazing. It really does. I think you smell the apple.
Haven't sniffed yet.
Oh, this is fantastic.
Yeah, it is. And you're right, you do smell the apple. Better than Lipton you try to have?
I went to the retreat thing, and finally they brought out some tea, and I said, okay, well, at least there's tea. And I got the Lipton decaffeinated bag, and people are going to laugh at me and roll their eyes, but I put it into the cup, put the sugar in, and had about 2 sips, and couldn't drink it. I couldn't drink it.
Did you have it steeped for the appropriate amount of time?
Probably not. I don't think I did it hardly at all. It was very strong.
Oh.
Yeah, it was very strong. I mean, I like Lipton tea normally, but for some reason...
Were you used to?
Yeah, I used to. I don't know. For some reason, I didn't care for it, so I dumped it. But this one's a keeper, I think.
Now, because it has caffeine, I probably won't end up picking it up again just because of the caffeine.
Right. Unless you can get decaffeinated.
Right.
All right, moving on. The Silver Shed USA Notions Pouch winner did contact me. Okay, I have heard from, I know who you are. Thank you very much. We do apologize for the delay of these things going out. We have about half the prizes going out. Talia has the program with stamps.com, so I cannot do it. And I don't have, she's got her stuff, the stuff in her room right now. So hopefully we'll get it out in the next couple of weeks and you guys get it before the next long starts. Yeah. We do apologize. You are getting your packages, okay?
Yeah, it's just with new work schedule, and the fact of the matter is that more weekends than not, I am usually spending most of the weekend recovering.
Yeah. So what we'll probably do is we have to figure out another way of doing it. Either I'll take it to the post office and she will reimburse me for part of it or something. But right now, for this along, it's going to be, just be patient with us, please, okay? Because we're working on it, and it is the holiday season now. Our own fault, but not really. So, okay. So, let me see where I'm at here. Okay, in other groups, we have the Ready, Set, Christmas Cal, and again, to reiterate, for those who are new, I'm not going to go through all the group rules and things like that for the alongs that are not in our group, and I'm only going to go over the rules in our group once unless something has changed in the rules for the particular along. Okay, so the Ready Set Christmas 2018 along and the 18 toys in 2018 Cal. These are Cal Lals as far as I know. Lals being Lumalongs. This is a Studio Von Design, and that's the what's it called? Bee's Knees group. And it's not a podcast, but it's a very active group and it's a very fun group, and well worth taking part in. And there are prizes, I know, for the Ready, Set, Go. And I'm not sure about the 18 toys, but I think so. So take a look at that. Vonnie's one of our moderators, and she's fantastic. So the Harry Potter Cal Lal is Victorian Studio Podcast. That's Maureen, and she's one of our co-hosts. She's a co-host for the Toy Along, and she's super talented, as we say every week, and she is a podcast. And just like it says, it's anything Harry Potter related, and this is all year long. And I think she pretty much accepts anything that's Harry Potter related. If you have a question about it, contact her, because she's very accessible and she'll let you know, okay? The Family Movie Night Cal Lal, the Year of Socks Cal, and the Stripes. I know, I just heard Laura say this one, I can't remember. Something Stripes. And she's got one with her hat, her new hat. What's her hat called?
Oh, I know I saw it when it came up, but it feels
Myrtle
like
hat? Myrtle?
maybe it's
Day
been
hat?
it's been like
Okay.
it's been an eon.
She's got like 4 or 5 alongs going on in her group, and Laura is we mention Laura a lot because she's very I don't know, how do I say it? We're very close to Laura in her groups, and so she's check her out. She has a new podcast up. She has a ton of alongs. She's got a lot of plans for the coming year, including the potential for a Sylvester versus Tweety, which ought to be fun. And I don't know if I let the cat out of the bag, but she mentioned it on her podcast. I figure it's fair game.
Yeah, if it's been mentioned on her
So
podcast.
so take a look at her rules for that. She's a lot of fun. She has something that might be going on, or is going on, I forget exactly what it is, with another podcaster who sounds really good. I'd like to maybe check her out because she sounds amazing. But something, another year-long thing. So keep an eye on her podcast and look at the rules there to see what it is that she's be doing. And yes, Laura, you are expected to be co-hosting the autism awareness. She was saying she wasn't sure she was going to be asked again. Like, is that ever in any doubt? So yes, Laura, consider yourself invited for next, whenever it starts, March or April, whatever it is. All right, where was I?
It is April.
Is April, May, June, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The Year of the the Shorty Socks Cal. That's Undead Yarn. That's Heidi. That's still going on as far as I know. Year-long Cal. That's a lot of fun. I think she's still podcasting. I saw her last one, but I'm not sure if she had a new one up recently. And she's fun to watch, and she's got a Etsy shop, so she has a lot of nice yarns. So you might want to check her out if you don't already, and check out her Etsy shop if you get the chance. but that's the cows going on there. In B-Wing, Comforting Crafts, B-Wing's group, not a podcast, is the 18 Hats in 2018 Cal, and I think she accepts LoomKnit as well, because I put things in there that were LoomKnit. So,
and she hasn't kicked them out.
And she hasn't kicked them out. And she has dishcloths for the missions. And I want to say she has something else. Is it? Oh, the hats. The 18 socks. She has 18 socks in 2018 as well. So just check out her group. She's not a podcast. Very charity
18
oriented.
socks in 2018 is a lot harder.
Yes. But she's amazing. She's phenomenal, and she's very much a charity-oriented group there, and they're very supportive. So you might want to check her out if you are looking for places to, put your projects that are hats, socks, or dishcloths, or places to send them. Okay? As you know, we accept that kind of stuff, not the dishcloths, but the hats and the things like that. Brittany accepts all those things. So, if you don't know what to do with some of these things that you're making because you just want to make them, you might want to check her out. Okay, the 2018 Tracking Stash, that's Deb's Destiny and Blue Yarns Always. That's Never Cast Off podcast. You gotta check their group for the rules. They're a lot of fun. I like them a lot. I'm not sure if they're still podcasting, but they're still a group that's well worth being involved with. And their group, when they do podcast, they're really fun to watch, and they're educational. The Bakery Bears has some kind of Christmas along, and I don't know if that's Patreon. I say that every year, and I keep forgetting to check. I know they have the Climb Every Mountain thing going still.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the Christmas is or not.
I don't know. Check out the Bakery Bears.
If you're a patron, they have their Advent calendar going on right now.
Right.
You need to watch the first one.
Right. I have to watch that as well. So they're well worth checking out as well. People know that we really love the Bakery Bears over here. So, okay.
I do find it odd, though, that Advent calendar for everything across the board doesn't actually start with Advent.
What do you mean?
It always starts December 1st.
Right. Well, they're giving you the 24 days instead of,
And that's across the board. It's not just them. It's
everywhere.
It's everywhere.
The only place it doesn't is in our religious stuff. It actually starts on Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on to us. Okay. We have the PHN Tea and Tails Cal Lao. This is 2018. It's our first year-long Cal Lao. And this is January 1st through December 31st. So you have about 30 days left. Wow. Just 30 days out of all that time, out of 365. Wow. So we're hitting in the home stretch here. Projects must be knit, LoomKnit, or crocheted. Previous WIPs are allowed, but they must be worked on during the time period, and they must reflect the theme of tea and or tails. Okay, and I've gone over many, many times, and Ty has gone over many times what tails are. I mean, so I'm sure you know. If you don't know for sure, drop us a line or talk to one of our moderators, Valeria.
Drop Mom a line, never drop me a line.
Valeria and Vonnie are very knowledgeable. Even Sue is knowledgeable.
Even
Sue, because Sue's got her other things going on, and but she still answers questions, and
Sue is quite knowledgeable.
She's very knowledgeable. So don't
you said even.
Well, even Sue, in that she's
go ahead. You want a shovel?
Yeah, I think so. Sue knows what I mean. She can come over and whack me on the head. I'd love to see her
with her shovel. With your shovel.
No, she'd have to find her own shovel.
Oh, okay.
If I'm going to get whacked, she's going to have to find her own shovel. So we love Sue. Sue's amazing. So, Brittany knows a lot. We have people in the group who have been with us for a very long time, and they know. So if you have questions about the tea and or tails and you can't reach one of us, try Valeria, Vonnie, Sue, Brittany, even Allison. And I say even Allison
because she's not in as much.
She's not in as much, but she's been with us long enough. I might say even Polly, but Polly's never around. Hi, Polly.
Hi, Polly.
It was so nice to see you,
yes,
Polly.
It was.
So nice to see you.
Because he outstrips everyone for how long he's been there.
Yeah, everybody who's still around. He's been, yes. He was our first male member.
Yes.
Yes, he has that distinction. And he was the one who guessed the colors.
Yes, he did.
He did. Okay, where was I? Chatter and Pictures.
You're saying even about people.
Yes, Chatter and Pictures in the same thread. Let's see.
And how many different ways you could dig yourself a hole.
Yes, I like digging holes. Post the FO whenever it's completed, and we have prizes. The prizes this time around are purple package from Plum Deluxe, and that has to go to the States because they don't ship to overseas.
And it's kind of cruel to
we wouldn't want to do that to you
and then have you not be able to get it.
And then the other one is a LoomKnit pattern from Mom Cook, and she has some lovely patterns, and we're very, very appreciative of that generous donation. I do not have, what I do? this is the prize for the full year. I mean, we have to get a different package.
Yeah, you need to stop showing this side.
Well, they can't read that. There. See? There are minis in here. There is an Ambrody bag. There's stitch markers from CJ Knits.
CJ Knits.
There's
She does
cards
awesome
from Brittany in here. There's this needle keeper. I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff in here. This is a really nice prize package. So I hope the person who wins it likes it. Okay. We do have featured patterns and featured yarns, as always. That My Yarn and Taya's patterns are featured is a given. Crocheting Whovian's patterns are a given if they fit, if you can make them fit. So are Studio Von Design patterns, if they can fit. The other ones for this particular along, we have, this is Tea and Tails. It's Joanna Johnson's knit patterns that have to do with tea and or tails, and she's mostly tails. And then there's Loom Knit Patterns by Mom Cook, and hers are tea and tails. She has tea and tails patterns. She gifted me a couple patterns. I haven't gotten myself up to speed yet to do them. I need to do them because they're really pretty. As I said, featured patterns by Crocheting Whovian, particularly her Hufflepuff. Okay, but also if you can make her hat or cowl patterns relate to tea and tails, great. So I want to feel there's like another one. I said Joanna Johnson, right?
I don't know, I was listening.
I think, you never do. I think I said everybody, and then My Yarn. And if you do a featured pattern, you finish it, that's 2 chances at a prize. If you make My Yarn in a finished object, then, and it's related to tea and or tails, that's 2 chances at a prize. If you do My Yarn with a featured pattern for an FO, that's 3 chances. And all you have to do is look at one of Beth's Round and Round I Go. She did one where she had My Yarn, a Mom Cook pattern related to tea and tails. I think it was Mom Cook. Anyway, it was related to tea and tails. And she finished it, so she got 3 chances at a prize. You are responsible for your own multiple postings. It's been very difficult for us to keep up. We are very grateful to our moderators who are so good, and our active non-moderators who are just amazing. Thank you very much. Okay, I already did that. Okay, the annual toy along. Before I go into the toy along, I'll show you the prizes. Okay, let me see here.
You probably should save showing the prizes for a time when you guys didn't have to go to eat afterwards.
Well, this is the first of the month, so it's fine. You know, I think Daddy's still. This is the one that's not going. Okay. All right. So the first thing we have is, well, let me just say, you know the rules. The rules are the same. 1 WIP per project per week, all that kind of stuff. And this runs till the 31st. Okay. And our co-host is the lovely Maureen, as I mentioned, Victorian Studio, so you can double dip in both places. You can double dip anywhere you want that accepts what you're doing, okay? And we do accept loom knit things as we have for the last year, I think, a little over a year maybe, that we've been accepting loom knit.
Like that.
Yeah.
However long you've been loom knitting.
Right, and the same things apply as in terms of My Yarn and Taya's patterns. Those are the only... the featured patterns for the toy along are Taya's toy patterns, Crocheting Whovian's Hufflepuff toy, Eric Littleby by Studio Von Design, that's Bonnie Loose, and any toy made with My Yarn. Okay? Now, let's see. Please, as I said before, if you want your pictures to be on have a chance to be on the introduction, make a project page, okay?
Yes.
It's very important, because that's where Taya goes to find them. All right, now, the prizes are as follows. We have this crochet toy book by Stacy Trock. We have this Itty Bitty Toys by Susan B. Anderson.
So 2 big names right there.
Yep. We have these 2 books go together. One is by Leisure Arts, and the other is Anna Paula Rimoli. These are both crochet. We have a skein of yarn from Christina that I don't have with me for some reason. And I think I might have one other prize that I think is with that yarn. That's where I put it. So I think it's in the prizes that Taya has to go out. It's just in that bag. So we have several nice prizes for that. And, oh, I forgot one. We have a mystery prize coming from Malaysia, from Allison.
Oh, yes.
Rose Boom. So thank you for your generosity.
Malaysia prize.
Oh, the Malaysia prize. Ooh, I wish I had a chance to win the Malaysia prize. Okay, so thank you, Allison, as well, for your donation. Mama C, everybody who donated, thank you very much. Okay. All right, we're going into whips. How many do you have?
Let's see.
I wish you guys could taste this. It's absolutely amazing.
I have 9.
I think I have 7. Let me see. Go ahead and start, 'cause you're going to be first anyway.
Okay. So, in my Silver Shed USA, well, it's partially in Kissing Bunnies because that's where all the yarn is held, and that's a plover bird. And this is actually holding the yarn I'm working on is the Silver Shed USA Snoopy and Woodstock Autumn.
My bag.
No longer your bag.
No, I have the Avengers now.
Little Avengers.
Little Avengers.
Um,
I have 7, so you have to do in a row. 2 in a row.
Okay. And this is my mitered square Afghan. And it's just using DK Sport and worsted weight yarns. I think I might have fingering held double once,
Okay.
but not very often.
That's not the one I picked the yarn for, is it?
No, you picked this one. No,
No, I picked
you picked this one.
the blue one, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I meant, was that the blanket I picked the yarn
Yes,
for?
it is.
Okay, gotcha.
So I completed this square for the end of that row.
That's pretty. I still like this one.
It is pretty.
I'm not a purple person, but that's pretty.
And that's Tess's yarns.
Which one? Both of them?
That one.
Okay.
The one you liked. And then finished this one, and started this one here. So,
Very pretty.
slow progress, but it is coming.
Are those size 7s or size 6s?
5s.
Wow.
So neither.
Okay. Well, I think I'll probably do 7s or 6s.
The reason I chose this is because I didn't want that light of fabric.
I'll have to see what works for me. Is that, you said DK worsted?
DK Sport and worsted. Feel the fabric.
Oh, that's nice. I just don't want to work that small a needle with my hands. Maybe I'll do a 6. Okay. One more.
And in my Silver Shed USA Avengers bag, not tiny Avengers, but normal Avengers.
Yeah, I have the tiny one like this.
Is Mom's pony.
My pony.
So just as she stopped asking about her pony, I worked on it a little bit.
Didn't ask very much. I only asked when to be asked about the dog. The last time.
So
Oh, that's the nose, right? Okay. The snout. Just making progress.
still kind of not real. And he has ears in here somewhere.
He is a real pony. He heard that.
No, his ears aren't attached.
Doesn't stop this peppermint kitty cat from talking. I'd have a muzzle.
Oopsie, it's funny.
It's funny.
So, yep, that got a little work on it.
Okay. Now, all right. My first one is in my Kikiboo Owls bag, my Holiday Owls bag, my Soul Christmas bag. And I worked a little bit on the sherbet hat. It's still kind of like spaghetti.
Did you say Soul Christmas bag?
Yeah, my Soul Christmas bag. It's the only Christmas bag I have.
Oh, it's spelled differently in my head.
Oh, okay. Well, this yarn I'm gonna have to work on untangling. I thought I was gonna be able to do it when I was working on it, but it's just kind of a mess. But I did make about 3 or 4 rounds of progress on this at the hairdresser yesterday when I went and got my hair made manageable. So I still haven't hit the blue yet.
Shouldn't be hitting anything.
It's just, I'm going to have to try maybe from the center, try to pull out so I can make a ball with this, because it's just a mess. But I'm enjoying it. I just do it as I can.
It's an enjoyable mess.
It's an enjoyable mess, if there is such a thing. So, and this is a worsted weight. I think it's actually an Aran weight. this Hobby Lobby yarn. It doesn't feel like an Aran weight, though. It feels like it's worsted. Your turn.
So, in my, Plover Bird,
Oops, it's a bunny.
no, it's a pony. Thank you.
Oops, it's not a pony.
This one's a pony.
That one, a pony.
So in my Plover Bird, turtle bag is the Bonnie Blue Lass, Diana's hat, Cancer hat.
That's really pretty. I like the way it's working out.
And thanks, yeah, this is, Flock Brizonas in the colorway Serenity, and it is bamboo and cotton.
And what's the pattern again?
Diana's.
Diana's hat, okay. I haven't done that yet. I want to try that.
It's a simple pattern.
That's
But you have to buy the whole
I have it.
Green Gables.
I have it
knits.
because I was going to do the Diana's hat and I didn't get around to it.
But I've made so many Diana's hats that booklet has paid itself over multiple times. I mean, even if I never make any of the other patterns in there, it's more than paid for itself.
Right.
Excuse me.
Okay.
But yeah.
I like that. It's very. I like the color.
Mm-hmm,
Did I pick this up too? Or did
I feel like you did pick it up.
Yeah.
And it's a nice big skein.
I can't see from here if I did or not. My yarn is over to my right, your left. So, because it'd be behind you as we're looking at you. I can't see.
No, I can't either. I was looking, but I can't tell.
I don't know where I put it. Oh, well. Oh, I think... No, that's not it. Never mind. I'll find it later. I rearranged my yarn over there because I got rid of a bunch of stuff and I kind of rearranged.
Look,
Valeria, you'd be proud of me. I reorganized. She'd probably come in there and redo it because she saw she saw one time my Instagram or something. She said, I want to come over and reorganize that. I said, please be my guest. I'll even pay her with a skein of yarn. Let's see here.
Don't say that too loudly. You have a bunch of people offering to come down.
Yeah, well, they have to pay their own ticket. I don't have that much money. And my Plover Bird
Who's Plover Bear?
Plover Bird Woodland Creatures bag is what I call this.
Okay.
Is my Samwise Gamgee hat from the Angel Hat pattern by K.F. Jones.
Okay.
I worked on this a little bit yesterday. I had to stop in the middle because she was ready for me. And this is for my husband for Christmas, if I finish it. I know it's been on forever, but my hands were, kind of cranky, so I'm just doing as I can. And I really love this yarn. This yarn is Marigold Jen.
Oh, yeah, that's the Scenic Route.
Yeah. Ty and I both picked up this colorway. We liked it so much.
Yeah.
So I really
on different
love this.
occasions.
Yeah, on different occasions. So we're both drawn to it. So I hope to finish this before Christmas, but we'll see. I do like this hat. It's not taking me so long because I don't like it. It's just I do what I can do at any given time. So
Right.
this is a lot of fun. And it matches my bag. Matchy, matchy.
Okay, so next one for me is in my Silver Shed USA Fun in the Woman Cave 2017 bag. And you saw the stash enhancement with it last week. I just haven't wound it up yet because I haven't needed to get to that point. But this is Felicia, the sea turtle.
It makes me happy.
The yarn is Lady Fernico Creations, makes me happy. And then, I don't think you actually put the colorway names on these.
I didn't.
Yeah. Neon pink and neon green. And, also Lady Fernico Creations. And, Brain died.
How close are you to getting
This is the Terra the Sea Turtle pattern.
How close? You must have a little ways to go before you start going around. Yeah, because it's Terra. You've got a bit.
Now remember, yours ends up a lot bigger than mine.
That's not that bigger.
Yours end up significantly bigger
remember.
than mine, just because our gauge is that different.
Yeah. My gauge has been getting smaller, though.
But I think mine has been getting tighter.
Yeah.
So my gauge is pretty tight.
Yeah, it is. Not quite like Davina's, but I bet Davina has bulletproof gauge.
Davina does have bulletproof gauge.
Yeah.
And I think part of it, though, is the way she crochets.
Well, she's left-handed and she does it a little differently.
Right, and she was learning from her writing. I wasn't able to translate that very well.
She does
for
well.
her.
Okay.
But it does, her stitches do have a unique look to them.
They
I think
do. They
she's
do.
crocheting in the back loops.
That's her front loop, though.
Or she crochets in the front. She does something differently.
It's very, very...
I think you're right. I think she crochets in the front loop.
I'm trying to get her to loosen up a little for, like, scarves and things because it's so stiff.
Right.
Okay, in my Valeria bag...
Because she was trying to figure out how to do it based on watching us, so it's kind
And
of
we're
hard.
righties. She probably should have sat in front of us. That would have been helpful.
Because I tried teaching her by doing it in my left hand. She told me to stop because it really wasn't helping.
Right. Well, this is my Lala Simple Shawl, and I did 3 rows on this, I think it was, the other night. I was watching a movie. And I think I'm going to have to go down to maybe 1 or 2 now because it's getting long. But that's okay. There's no hurry. I'd like to finish it by Christmas, but it's not going to
Keep
happen.
talking, Mom.
Look at how pretty this is. I mean, this pattern is just absolutely gorgeous. And I started this a while ago, and it works up pretty fast because this is bulky yarn. This is natural colorway. And I wanted to finish this by Christmas, but I probably won't. I'll probably finish it maybe by my birthday. Maybe. That'd be a birthday gift. Now, Talia is taking a phone call from work, so I'm going to keep going. And she can just do 2 at once. Let me just put this away here. I'm using US 10.5 6.5 millimeter ChiaoGoo Red Lace Circulars and Undead Yarn Bulky in the natural colorway. Let me just put this away here. Okay. Now, let me see what is next. Okay, she's on her way here, so I'm not going to start. I'll let her do it. You have everything taken care of?
Yeah, she lives right in town, so we'll be able to arrange something.
Okay, good.
Okay. I told her I'd call her back when I was done. Sorry about that.
We handled it. You weren't even missed.
So, what did we...
I just went through my last project.
Your last one?
Well, not my last, the one I was working on.
Oh, okay. So,
I have to revise my, what? It just, look.
You have to revise your what?
I might have to revise my rating of this tea. It's very good. I mean, I already put a good rating on it, but...
You feel like it gets better as it cools?
Yes. And definitely even better because I had that horrible stuff in my mouth.
So...
See, this still has the, my dyer's ties on here.
Yeah, I told her there's no sense in her really rescanning them. Because they were, plain skeins. So next is, in my Silver Shed USA, Kitties in the News bag. And this is the Spanish Lady shawl. This is the On the Forest Floor pattern by Simone Caritz. And I'm using Miss Babs Yowza in the colorways Obsidian, Pewter, no, it's Pewter Slate.
Pewter,
I was right, okay. And Flats? Flats. So, sorry, my brain is still somewhat on work. I accidentally took the keys home with me. And I'm arranging a trade off with someone.
because she won't be in on Monday.
Yeah. And I need the other nurse to be able to get into my office.
That's looking nice.
So,
that would look really nice with the outfit I was wearing yesterday.
Well, it's not being made for you.
See, it's mine. All things are mine.
She looks at things that I bring home and she's like, oh, that'll look good with something I own.
What are daughters for? What's the matter?
Bleh.
Okay.
Bleh. The shadows are hitting me weird.
Oh.
It's
Very
okay.
pretty.
I'm having an ugly day.
No, you're not. You never have an ugly day.
Having an ugly day. Anyway,
Isn't that pretty?
this is having a pretty day though.
Here. pretty day. I think you're already having a pretty day, but you're just being silly.
But
That's really nice. That would be pretty in sparkle yarn.
it would have been. You kind of get that feeling if just by the little bit of light coming.
Maybe in
through
the red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually have that red alpaca.
Yeah, but you don't want to.
No, I'm sorry. It's black alpaca with red sparkles. That's
Yeah.
what, I still need to figure out what I need to do with that.
It doesn't seem like it would be very wearable.
I need it. It would have to be a shawl.
Yeah.
Or I just need.
Isn't that fingering?
No, I think it's DK.
You picked that up the same time I picked up the other one, right?
Yeah, I've had it for an eon.
Yeah, it was like our first really nice yarn. When I picked up the yarn that I made,
It was at a
my
Christmas
owl.
fair.
Yeah, Christmas fair. The owl that I have in the living room. Okay.
But yeah, I look forward to having this. But the row takes a long time because I'm getting closer.
Yeah.
To the end. Closer.
Very close.
Not very close.
Okay. In my, and yes, that was a reference that I said very softly, almost under my breath. So if you can get it, I'll be impressed. Okay, my Ploverbird Owls bag is my Autumn in Avonlea project from the Anne's Imagination cowl. Green Gables inspired by Tanya Marie Anderson.
Excuse me, guys.
I did a couple rows on this. I worked on 3 or 4 projects when I was at the hairdresser because I didn't want to overtax my hands. So I just kind of flipped from project to project, which allowed me to get more done than I had. I only had like 4 or 5 projects before that. Ooh, that's showing up nice. Isn't that pretty? And I think the next section is going to be kind of mindless, in quotes. So hopefully I'll get some things done with that. But isn't that gorgeous? There was a time, I can remember, and I said this before, people who've been with us for a while will recognize it, but when I bought one of Tanya's patterns, I hadn't really started knitting yet. So she wrote back to me. She very sweetly wanted to make sure I knew it was a knitting pattern because I didn't knit. So it was very sweet of her. I love Tanya. She's her and her mom, they're very nice people. We met them a couple of times at Maryland Sheep and Wool.
And we dropped out of contact briefly for a while. And we just sort of reestablished contact again recently.
Yes, recently. So
it's been nice.
Yeah.
Oopsie, is it funny? This oopsie goes in this bag. So I don't want to. You don't want the wrong notebooks in the wrong bags.
She has a lot of interesting stuff when she does podcasts. I can't keep track because I think she does audio and video still, or maybe she's just I don't know. I can't remember. But
I don't watch as many podcasts in general.
I don't
as
either.
I
It's
used
hard
to.
for me to keep up. So I watch a few, and then I watch some as they pop up if I have time. But life has gotten very hectic lately, so I just try to keep up as best I can. Okay.
I try to keep up the best I can't.
Oh, the yarn, yes I know. The yarn I was using, I think, is Skano, and it's a DK, I think. I'm using US 7s with this. All right.
There's my black.
I think there's silk in that yarn. It's so pretty. Silk or bamboo or both.
Which one?
The one I just put away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
You never do.
So, okay, I'm tangled.
I thought you were Talia.
I'm not.
Do you want me to untangle that while you're talking?
No, I'm not like super tangled. There we go. I was just a little tangled. Enough that I needed to get untangled. Okay. So, in my what to do, because these are all 3 new projects.
Oh, we'll just pick one then.
I'm actually going to start with the newest one. So, in my, I don't know who did this bag, and I never did find.
Right. I thought I had her card over here.
I did
for a
have
while.
her card for a while, but
It's a cute little bag.
oh wait, her tag's on the inside.
Okay.
It's Star Knits.
I'm not sure how I feel about that shape.
I have a love-hate relationship with this shape. I wanted to try the shape. She had other sizes.
Oh, she has other sizes and she has many different bags. This is not the only kind of bag she
no,
sells.
I wanted to try this shape because she even showed me the other bags in the same fabric. She had
She's
the
very good.
wedges. She had
Yeah.
a bunch of other things available.
Drawstrings, wedges.
But I chose this
Did she have messenger
shape.
bags? I forget.
There was a ton of. She had a lot of variety.
She had a lot of bags. She's very
So I
talented.
chose this shape because I wanted to try the shape, and I have I'm not quite sure how I feel about it.
What's it called? Star what?
Star Knits. She has she has a lot of variety.
She does. We don't want you to get the impression that we don't think the bag is well made or anything. I was just
It's
wondering.
very well made. Sometimes I really like the shape. Other times I don't. It doesn't fit in other bags very well. But it actually works really well when I'm sitting on the floor or something because
Right.
it stands
Stands,
really
yeah.
nicely. Or honestly, it's good for when you're clipping it to your purse or
Right.
on your arm or something.
It's got its
definite uses.
Yeah, it's got its purpose, which is
But this is yarn I got from that same farm. Wow, same Fiber Festival. Shenandoah. This is Tempting You Yarns. That's their
Was that the
tag.
place I got the bag from? No,
No, you got Sparklies.
I haven't used it yet. I got sparkles.
And this is for Davina, Glam Girl. It's the base Use So DK and Sparkly.
EWE.
EWE.
Fun.
And the lady who was one of the ladies man in the booth was the Hoot. She was the one who was dressed in all the sparkly.
Oh right,
She was awesome.
She was fun. Isn't that pretty?
But this is definitely Davina's.
Is that another Diana's?
Yes.
Okay.
I was kind of off the woolly wormhead for a little bit because I'll talk about that. We're still within time. We told him an hour, but
Yeah.
he's probably getting a little bit impatient.
We might not have gone up yet.
True. So, yes, this is definitely Davina's colors, and you can't tell. Well, maybe a little bit. They're sparkle.
It's beautiful. I like the colors. I didn't think I would, but I do like them.
Well, they're definitely Davina's colors.
They definitely are. They'll look good on her.
I mean, and then Tidal clinched it. I had to pick it up because it was Glam Girl. And, I mean, the tag, everything screamed Davina. I did grab one of their yarns for me. And when I'm done with this hat for her, I'm starting the one for me. I don't own a sparkle hat. No, the one sparkle hat I made was for Davina. So
Right, it was in my yard.
yeah.
And
And
it was
White Christmas.
no, not White Christmas, Blue
Blue
Christmas.
Christmas, sorry.
Okay.
So, I worked on this during the talk, but I started it last night
Well,
while
yeah.
watching home free videos.
You haven't seen this one in a while. This is my Mama C. Owl's bag by Christina. And this is September the Baby Turtle from the Biddy the Bashful Baby Turtle pattern. This is Talia's pattern. And you can see I'm on the shell here. I think I have, no, I haven't quite changed yarns yet. Isn't that beautiful? This is Dragonfly Fibers, I believe. Dragonfly Fibers Traveler in the Sheaf colorway. I have Marigold Gen DK in the Fresh colorway and Mad Tosh DK in the Liquid Gold. So this is the Mad Tosh. And this is the Marigold Gen. And this is
Oh,
the
I don't have
Dragonfly.
9. I only have 8. I put Spanish Lady down twice.
Oh, okay. So I'm making progress on this. I did a couple rows on this yesterday, I think it was, when I was at the hairdresser. I love the colors on this. I don't know how it's just beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous.
And I called my hat for Davina, just as an FYI, I called that Drama Queen.
Why did I know you were going to say that?
Well, you know, it was kind of...
How many do you have left? 2?
2.
Okay, I do 2.
Yeah, I thought that I had more than I actually did.
Okay.
So, in my, this is in a bag you recognize, but a new project. In my Fun in the Woman Cave, bag.
I really like
Princess
this size.
Gypsy.
This is
This-
becoming
this
my
is a better
favorite
color.
size. No, blue's better. I think this is
Better
becoming
color.
my favorite size for her bags. And the next one up, you know?
And then, of course, it has my pouch in there. This is, my
Oh, you got made a lot of progress
sheep
on that.
cowl.
Made a lot of progress on that.
And it's the same yarn, although they changed. The brand has changed. It used to be Frog Tree Petaboo Sport. It's now called. Let me.
keep going. I have to get something out. I pulled the prizes.
It's now called Sueño by Haiku. And the colorway is Seattle Beach Tonal. And I got the white in the same base because in the hat I used the Miss Babs white, but I really wanted the cowl and also the mitts that I want to later make because it's a set to be the same yarn as the gray. And I actually did a different cast on for me. I actually, instead of doing instead of doing long tail, I did the knitted cast on, which was not bad. It might be my new go-to cast on.
I don't like the knitted cast on.
Well, I like the fact that I don't need to guesstimate how much yarn.
Right.
And honestly, it's not a bad cast on. So, I'm actually starting into the sheep. You can't tell, but the legs are beginning and stuff.
Very nice. Oh, that's awfully pretty.
It's a nice, I mean, this lady does a nice pattern.
She does.
And I love that.
I like it in the black and white. It's nice. Or brown and white.
Yes, it's a grayish black.
Yeah. It's very
It's a really
traditional.
It's really classy. The original pattern was done in red, which was very nice. And originally I was going to do a green.
That would be pretty too. A forest green would be pretty.
But I do like the colors I ended up choosing, and I just went with what I had in stash. I didn't buy this yarn special for the original yarn special for it. After I completed that, I had to match it.
Yeah.
But this is still the first skate. I have others, and I actually really like this yarn, and I'll probably go to them in the future.
I'll have to take a look at it. What's the weight on this? It looks like about
Sport.
Okay. It looks like a heavy sport, almost like DK.
Do I feel that?
Yes. It's almost like it's almost like a DK, almost.
I'm pretty sure it's sport.
I'm sure it is, but
Yeah, sport tonal.
but it feels almost like a DK.
But it's a nice yarn. I
It
like
is.
it.
Very nice. All right, my next one is in the better PHN Foot in the Woman Cave
best.
Lady Fernicle color bag.
Mine's best. Mine color is color work, which
And-
automatically makes it better.
And I've got my little Notions pouch.
Oh, but is this MPCK?
Yes. And anything with her, with Miss Peppermint Kitty Cat in it, is the best.
MPCK believes that.
She does. She hisses at you. So here's
She
the,
hates it. I call her MPCK.
here is the head and the muzzle, which have been done for a while. Okay, let me see if I...
See, that's part of why I
Something.
call her that, because it drives her nuts.
This is the body. I finished it. The upper body. So, you can't really see, but she's kind of patterned out there, okay? The muzzle's inside her head, so... And then I started the second part of the body here.
Our pharmacist 3-year-old said I need some kitty cats.
Yes, I agree.
Okay. In my office.
And some owls. So that's that. I enjoy working this pattern, and I'm not trying to finish either of my toys. I have 2 turtles, a dragon, and the 2 turtles, a dragon, and my kitty cat.
Why didn't I
on the
still
hooks.
have the dragon going?
I do, because the yarn I'm using, I have the body completed. I'm not going to even think about finishing it at this point. But my point is, I'm not worried about finishing it before the toy along is over.
Right.
So that's that.
Well, my final project is another new one. I was really in the mood to start things. This is... I was really in a color work mood over this break. Even though I flared quite terribly from the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Especially on the weekend.
Yeah. And over the weekend.
Because she pushed it. Because my parents were here.
Well, I was
and-
flaring before they
Yeah.
came because I had to use my rollator at work.
Yeah, but my point is that you pushed it.
Yeah, I did.
We went to the antique, the little antique mall. It's not little. It's huge. It's absolutely ginormous. And we did slow pace. She went with us, and then the next day, I ended up staying home. But Ty went with her grandparents and her sister to the mall. So that gave my husband and I kind of a date because we hadn't seen each other. We kept missing each other. So we went out to eat and we went, places. But she was going all over the place, and
But it all worked out, and I recovered on Sunday. But that's when I did a lot of my color work. I did some with them there, but I did a lot of my color work over the past week.
That's so pretty.
Every day I'd come home from work and I would do color work. And I started this because all of a sudden I wanted to knit Christmas stockings, like on the fireplace.
This is really pretty.
And I found a bunch of patterns, and they had to be color work.
Now, doesn't that one have multiple patterns to it? This one?
This one has multiple choices for like
Right.
edges. Like I had one that I chose for down here. I'm going to choose a different one for above, and then a different one for the other one above, just because I can.
Right.
And you can mix it up. Now the center part is still the same.
Right.
And this designer does a bunch of different. She writes it well, so I will probably look at her other ones too.
Is that on a 12 or 16?
This is a 16. I don't own any 12s. It'd probably be better on a 12. It's a little tight, but I'm hoping once I get to the heel,
Right.
maybe it'll widen out a little bit. I mean, it works. I can knit it this way. It's just a little bit
Did
tight.
you Kitchener this part then?
No. You did Kitchener is only when you close it.
Okay.
You could either do like Judy's Magic Cast On, or I forget the one I did. She gave you several choices, but I did a different one than Judy's Magic.
So does it end up with a pocket so you don't have to see
Yeah,
it?
you start doing a pocket.
Oh, see, now this is something I can try then because I don't have to do that because it never gets too narrow at the top.
Yeah, it
that would be great.
starts off as a pocket. You do have to magic loop until you get to a certain point.
Yeah.
And then when you get to the point of the color work, once you've increased enough,
Is that worsted weight?
this is sport.
Sport, okay.
That's why I chose to do this particular pattern, is because that's what I had in my stash too, was sport.
Because that's what's been keeping me from. I don't want to do socks necessarily, but I think I would like to do not color work ones necessarily.
Because I picked 2 yarns, and then I picked my pattern based on 2 yarns.
Oh, okay.
So this is Mad Tosh. And the colorway, I want to say this is
It
Shire.
looks like Shire.
And this here,
That's not quite a pug, isn't it?
this is not quite pug.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Mom's Not Quite Pug. So, and I have to go about 6 inches before I have to start thinking about the heel.
Is it a gusset?
6 inches from the point, so I'm getting there. I'm about an inch
Is that a
halfway.
heel flap and gusset or?
I haven't even looked at it. It's actually no, heel flap and gusset would be coming the other direction.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can do it backwards, but it's probably not going to be that complex of a heel, honestly.
No,
because
they
it's not like
usually aren't,
it's not like
yeah.
it's going on a foot.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't going to fit anyone's foot.
I've seen stockings that are just kind of poof.
Yeah,
Like a
this
tube
one
sock.
this one has a heel, but you got this pattern in the back on where the foot would be. You know, the sole of the foot, and then
Oh, that's interesting. That's pretty.
yeah, so
Okay.
this would be like the bottom of the foot,
Right.
and this is the
It makes me think of those. You know when you have socks and they have
the-
grippy things on
yes.
the bottom.
So this would be there, and then you have this in the front. So when it's hanging, it's most likely going to be hanging. You know, when you see it from the side, you must be looking
Right.
at like that.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
something like that. Yeah.
But it is a fun.
And it's not too
Okay.
big, so it's nice.
No, so it's a little bit potato chippy because you're like, oh, just one more row, and you only have the two. The two different. They're not even 2 repeats. It's like, oh, I finished one part. Oh, let me just finish the next part. Oh, I could just.
But
do
you are carrying floats; they're not mosaic.
No, you're carrying floats.
Yeah, I saw that. It was just
Yeah.
for their edification
Oh yeah. No, I haven't done mosaic.
because sometimes with 2 colors it's mosaic.
Yeah. No, I've never done mosaic.
I like mosaic.
I like carrying my floats. So I'm very happy with that so far.
Brittany, in case you didn't see my message, thank you for that hat pattern link. I appreciate it. It's a loom hat.
So for me, it's all about the color work right now. This is what I've been working on when I've come home from work every day. As I'm winding down, I work on this and maybe a little bit on the sheep.
Your bag matches your shirt, your outfit.
Oh yeah, and this is a bag I won.
You want it, yeah.
Yeah, from
I think you want it from Spicy Homemaker.
Spicy Mama.
Yeah, Spicy Mama.
Debbie Reese Designs.
Spicy Homemaker. She's still Spicy Homemaker on Ravelry?
I don't know.
I can't remember. I know she changed her name somewhere else, or I think she did. Okay. My last project is in my Knitting's My Bag sweater size Monet Surratt bag. And this is it's Elementary, My Dear Watson, from the Elementary Wrap Pattern by Pearl Soho. And I don't know how many, I didn't do too many, maybe 2 rows on this. So it's still curling a little, but you can see that it's basically, it's a free pattern, I believe. But in case it's not, I won't say anything more about how it's constructed.
I feel like you might have been right that it was free.
But this is it's going to be very classy when it's done because of the color and I saw it on the model and I said, boy, that's just classy. And it has to be done in this slate gray. Slate gray, I think it is. Yes, slate gray. This is Yowza. And I don't know if that was what she had, if she had a worsted DK or not, but that's what I'm using for it. And I'm caught here. This is the depth of it, so you can see
nice.
It's nice. It's a stole type of thing, and I really like it. I have several projects that I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it, if my mom's going to get it.
Right.
So this is one of those. So that's what I have for that. Okay.
So that leads us on to FOs.
I don't have any. You do, though.
Yes, I do. I have 2 FOs.
Oh, no. Before we do that, because I forgot that one thing. Okay, I did pull for the winner for the yarn. Okay. The winner for this one here, the pink and the grays, is number 2, Angelic Embers. So Angelic Embers, you won your first choice.
If you didn't put it in there, you need to put it in there.
I'm going to have to. I need to hear from you that you won the yarn, the pink and the gray.
Is that one name?
I think it's 2. I think it's like 1. Okay, that means bring it together. Okay, Angelic Embers, I need your full name, address, and the fact that you won the yarn bundle gray and pink, okay? The winner who won these kind of brownie...
Wow, your handwriting is truly awful.
Well, you try to do it with having hand problems. Okay.
Wow, you just pulled the hand problems
I did.
card. Because it looks like you said Angelica Ambers.
No, that was the bringing it in. This bundle goes to number 9, Packy Knits.
Sorry,
Heidi?
this isn't your hand. This is your
Heidi?
naturally awful
No, it's
handwriting.
right here, sweetheart.
But your handwriting's always been bad.
Heidi, Packy Knits, okay? You won the browns, okay? So congratulations to both winners. Get in touch with me with your full name, your address, and the fact that you won one of the bundles and which bundle it was. I'll try to get it out to you as fast as possible, I promise. No
I promise nothing.
No guarantees, but I will try to do my best, okay? And thank you again, Laura Concert, for making this possible. Where's the other color, the other gray for this?
It's right there.
Okay.
So it's bad handwriting's genetic on your dad's side.
What?
Bad handwriting's genetic on Grandpa's side.
Pish posh.
It is too.
Okay, go ahead. Now you can go on with your FOs.
Okay, so what did I do with it? There it is. I might need to block it again. It did block
It looks
out.
like it blocked quite a bit.
Yes, well, I need to block it so the top part blocks a little bit better because I blocked it on my mannequin because I couldn't get it to stretch the way I wanted to on the plate. You're supposed to actually block it on the plate, though. But now that I've gotten this to stretch, now I might be able to block
it's
it
too tight,
properly.
yeah.
So it did block it, and it kind of blocked kind of weird.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
That's from being on the mannequin.
Okay.
So I need to block it again.
Right.
But at least I can now wear it, which I couldn't when I first finished it. I thought that I'd be sure to have to give it away to like a child. So it
Yeah, that looks cute.
so I do still need to reblock it though because it needs to be blocked a little bit more
Right.
here to stretch it properly.
Looks like it's sticking out its nose.
So it needs to be blocked again,
Very pretty.
but at least I know it'll fit an adult person. So
pretty. It almost doesn't look like it's long enough.
and if it's not, although I think it will be, I don't know.
How does it
Because
go on?
I measured it.
How does it go on?
It's not supposed to be on straight on. It's a beret.
Okay, but what's the front?
It doesn't really matter.
Okay, let me see it. Okay. that would
And,
never...
and actually, it looks better than I thought it did, but it does need to be blocked again.
See,
because-
this I feel like it's going to fall off my head because
Yeah.
it's not deep enough.
Well, it needs to be blocked again.
Well, it's not
No
deep
problem.
enough. Is my point.
Well, I think it will be. It didn't block the way I wanted to block it.
You know, I'm kind of particular about the hat.
Yeah, I
anyway.
know.
So
So I need to block it again. I think it'll stretch. I mean, look at that. There is
Yeah.
room to stretch. You
Yeah.
couldn't tell before.
right,
So I'm not happy with the way I blocked it, but I am happier now with
the hat.
with the hat. And then I finished this, and I've worn this a couple
Yes.
times.
Did you block that? Or did you just wear it?
I just wore it.
Yeah.
I tend to do that with the color hats, unless I have a reason to block it.
Right. Well, there's no need.
Um,
Oh, isn't that pretty?
so, and I tend to wear it slouched.
Very nice.
So I've worn this a couple of times. And I really love,
That's really pretty.
I love that part up there.
Yeah.
And I mean, these sheep are so cute. So I'm making all of the designs that she has with these sheep on it. The cowl and the mitts. And I'm probably keeping the set.
You should probably. It's very nice.
Well, especially since I've already worn the hat a few times.
Angelic Embers and Packing Knits.
So those are my faux.
Okay. I do not have any faux, but I do have yarn. Some of them have already sold, but this one, these I just finished rescanning. So this one is, well, wait a minute. This one, Beth, I did this one because you mentioned it. This is Silver Bells in the sparkle base. I don't know if you can see the sparkles. And you'll have to forgive me for not taking them out too much. Right now it hurts me to rescan it. So there is sparkle in this base.
Yeah, it's really rainy out, so it set both of us into whatever symptoms that we get, we both are getting them.
Now you might see the sparkle better in this one. This is Night Sky.
And Dad messed with my camera, made it better.
Yeah. So
So-
can you see the sparkle in this one a little bit better? Yes, I think you can. The sparkle in this one a little bit better. This is
Yeah,
Night
you
Sky.
can.
And I have one of each of those. These are fingering sock in my Stardust base. So it has, glitter in it. These, I have two of these, and this is my Magical Northern Lights colorway on the sparkle base. Okay. I don't know if you can see the sparkle.
You can a little bit.
I am going to unfurl one of these and ask Taya to help me if I can't get it to close up.
I'm not sure how good I am at that, but
So I only need to get to a certain point to do
Okay.
it. Okay. I don't know if you can see this here. The sparkle. There is sparkle on this. And this is Magical Northern Lights. And this is also, all four of these are on the glitter base. On the, not a glitter base, Stardust base. Let me just,
because I
tie it
don't
here.
ever do this anymore, so...
Now just go from there. Put this one in here.
Okay.
Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There we go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I have these, and they'll go up in the shop as soon as I can get them in the shop. I hope to be dyeing some more yarn in the near future. Right now we have kind of a busy beginning of the week. Last week I did these all on, I think, Monday or Tuesday before Thanksgiving. And I haven't been able to do any yarn dyeing since because we've been so busy. And next week is a short week because we have a lot of things going on. But I hope to be doing some more yarn dyeing relatively quickly. But these will hopefully go up pretty soon. Okay?
Well, and something that really goes in nicely into that is you guys might recall that, well, the tortoises cheated again, as the
Tortoises do
tortoises
not
as the
cheat.
tortoises always do. They distract the bunnies, and the bunnies,
Can't help it if bunnies are ADD.
wow, they're taking advantage of people with disabilities.
No.
Of animals with disabilities.
Are they supposed to just allow them to be entitled and win because they're distractible? I don't think so.
So,
I think
because turtles are horrible, they won, and the bunnies have to concede and give the turtles their spoils. So this is what's being made for Laura, or will be being
And this is
made.
Laura Concert.
Laura Concert.
She's crocheting Hoovian. It is her baby, the Tortoise versus Hares.
And Mom dyed up for me some yarn for that. And so, looking at this hat, the white is going to remain white. The light green is going to be this color. This is the Pink Panther. So as you can see, that matches very nicely.
Laura actually has a colorway with the color in it.
Yeah. And then this purple is going to be the dark green.
And that was just kind of, I kind of sort of named it, but not really, because
it was an Untamed Moves.
Yeah.
So these work very well. It actually matches the zipper.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll pop nicely, and then with the white and then a little bit of
the
black.
white's not white.
No, it's like an off-white, but it's
no, it has a name.
Oh, that's right. Bare Necessities.
Yes.
So, yes, this will be started because apparently what I need is another color work project. So, actually, I had to see if I own this pattern yet.
I thought you did.
Yes, it is in my library. I couldn't remember if I had it yet or not. So.
That's really pushing that one to the limit.
Well, yeah, it is. Actually, I'll probably leave it open right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Once I start knitting it, it'll push it less.
Okay, so
it wasn't made to have that many yarns in it at one
Right.
time.
That leads us to royalties.
Yes, it does. The only thing I have left is the Plum Deluxe.
She got the actual calendar. I just got the purple package.
So I've opened day 1. I'm going to go ahead and put this back in.
You have to find a place to put mine. I guess I'll put it back in here for now. But
So, look at that. That's really cool.
this is what mine came in.
I need to figure out where to hang it. But it's really awesome.
Now, when I ordered my Plum Deluxe Advent, I didn't order that because I didn't need one.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't justify it to my husband in my head.
Right. It's not like he would have made
No.
her justify or anything like that,
No.
but she couldn't justify it to herself.
But when I ordered that, I also ordered some more of my chocolate hazelnut dessert tea, because you guys know how much I love this.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got this. Are you done with the stashing hamper?
I am.
Okay, I have a couple more. I got some bare yarn from one of my suppliers in the glitter base and in DK weight. And then I have an order coming in from one of my other suppliers in fingering sock, because it was a sale. I got a couple of stamps, went to Michael's. This one says, "Here's wishing you the merriest Christmas and the happiest New Year." It's just words. Okay. And then this one says, "May God, who understands each need, who listens to every prayer, bless you and keep you in this tender, loving care." Okay. So I got those. And then at the retreat today, they were giving out free book. So
I didn't pick one up because I'm not a mother.
it says, a Catholic Wisdom for a Mother's Heart. And I was concerned that maybe it wouldn't do a whole lot for me, but I was looking at the titles and things, and I think it's usable for mothers at any time of life. So I'm going to take a look at that. It was free. I'm really excited about it. If I can't use it, I've got a lady across the street who couldn't make the retreat, and she's going to pop any minute, I think. She's got 3 or 4 kids, so she might be able to use it if I can't. So that's that. Okay, let's see here. We did the Etsy shop.
Mm-hmm.
Anything for author,
I've just been listening to a little bit of Poirot audiobooks for the hour or so before I go to bed. After I get back from work, it's my unwind time. That's that I use. That's when I get my color work in. Listen to some Poirot.
Good.
So, been working my way through some of the old classics. I very much prefer Hugh Fraser as the reader.
The narrator, yeah.
As narrator versus David Suchet.
Yeah, even though he's our favorite Poirot, he's not as good a narrator as Hugh Fraser. Not, I think, because Fraser has such a calming voice.
Well, also, David Suchet does something when he voices Colonel Race. He makes him almost nasally, and it just annoys me. Whereas when Hugh Fraser voices Colonel Race doesn't sound annoying. So, I think that's part of the problem is when I listen to Death on the Nile, I get really annoyed by the way Colonel Race is voiced.
Right, right. Okay, so I'm still reading Wounded Shadow by Patrick Carr because I want to take my time with it. But I think I'm going to go into a couple other things. I'm going to pick up a nonfiction religious book I want to read, and I'm going to find another fantasy book that I want to read. But I haven't decided which yet. It might be more Star Wars. It might be something.
Well, you do have those other Timothy Zahn Star Wars,
and I do like Timothy Zahn.
He's a very good writer. Yeah, because you have the one that's a mini book that's focused on Lando. Then you have the one that's Scoundrels, and then you have the two that follow the trilogy you just finished.
Okay.
Is like Vision in the Past.
Vision, yeah.
Future. You might want to read those two
first, yeah.
While you're still somewhat in the mood of the other ones, because they are based. They're like 10 years after.
Is Palian still there? Okay.
Yeah, you like him.
He's interesting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's interesting. I liked Thrawn too, but
and
Chubba's gone though. Chubboth.
Yes, I think because they took care of him in the. But you know who's still there, of course, is Card.
Yes, I love him.
And you like Card.
I like him. He's good. Okay. And I don't have the story. Talia does.
Yeah, I haven't worked on it
since Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But she was working really well on it for a while there. So.
Right, for a while I was coming home from work and working on it. But
she usually tries to work on it a little bit on a Sunday because that's when she has the biggest block of time. And if she can get into a schedule and I can get into a schedule, maybe it won't take 6 months for each of us. So, okay.
But I think I was already headed toward newer material, so
yes,
I mean, I was doing a really good.
You were. I mean, there's a lot that we had to get rid of, but you were headed toward newer material.
Yeah,
and I know that once I hit the newer material, it was easier to write.
I think I was headed toward a character who has distinct speech patterns, and I can't work on him.
Yeah, he's a young character.
When I'm tired or flary, because I have to be able to get in his mindset to have him speak properly. Mm-hmm. So
okay, I was going to do the knitting ephemera, but I think I'm going to wait till next week because we have to go out. My husband is waiting on us to eat meal, so and she needs to get doing her stuff.
Well, I need to get the podcast uploading, and then I also need to meet up with the one coworker to give her the key.
Yeah. Well, be careful because it's supposed to be a little slick.
Okay, well, I'll probably just meet up at work because she lives right by work, and it's a good midpoint.
Yeah. Okay, now we are planning on podcasting next Saturday, right? Saturday? That's when we podcast. Saturday.
Yes.
So we're planning on podcasting Saturday, all things, God willing. We're glad you joined us here for the Fun in the Woman Cave, and we wish you a week full of knitting, crocheting, crafting, whatever it is that makes you happy. And we hope to see you here again next week. This is the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 333, and that's a wrap.
Bye.